Hello and welcome to a great day here on the Jet Set. We've got lots planned for you today. Coming up, we're showcasing Townsend, Tennessee on Destination Spotlight.
And I'm talking with a former top 100 tennis player turned leadership speaker, Jeff Salzenstein.
But first, we're talking travel news on Here's This. All of this and more is about to take off right here on the Jet Set.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Pack your carry-on because we're flying into travel news on Here's This. Tensions from the U.S.-China trade war are now affecting the skies. A Boeing 737 MAX jet originally destined for China's Xiamen Airlines was returned to the United States after Chinese authorities reportedly halted new aircraft purchases from US-based Boeing. Now, the move follows China's directive earlier requiring airlines to get government approval before accepting new Boeing deliveries, and the aircraft, already painted in Xiamen's livery, landed back in Seattle, symbolizing a deepening rift in international aviation trade. Look at the face you've got on right now. How's things going over there, Nikki?
Continue.
Well, this development comes just weeks after President Trump raised tariffs on Chinese imports to 145%. China fired back with a 125% tariff on US goods, putting Boeing and its $55 million jets right in the middle of all of this. I know.
Someone's not having a good day.
The airline canceled almost all of Boeing's deliveries, but other airlines jumped on right away, saying that they'll take them. And these are airlines, though, that are not based in the United States. Some of them were, like American United would take them, but other airlines around the world saying, we'll take those airplanes, even with the tariffs that the United States has put on every other country.
There's just like the ripple effect, like, is just so far-reaching and so wide. Okay, continue. Do we have any good news to talk about?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Economic uncertainty is casting new clouds over the U.S. airline industry. Major carriers like American, Delta, and Southwest are all pulling back on their 2025 financial forecasts, pointing to a significant slowdown in bookings, especially from economy and leisure travelers. Now, Delta CEO Ed Bastian noted that with global growth slowing and trade tensions rising, the airline is scaling back its capacity plans to protect margins and cash flow. They're saying that there's just not a lot of folks out there buying airline tickets right now.
So this wasn't the good news I was looking for.
No, you're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna see good news in the travel industry for a little while, to be honest.
Well, this is gonna be interesting because we're at the beginning of the summer. Well, not yet, but we're getting there. And we are very busy this summer. We are literally going around the world, and it will be interesting to see what the vibe is and are people traveling.
So what's behind all of this pulling back? Well, rising inflation, recession fears, and escalating tariffs, especially with China, have left many consumers hesitant to spend on non-essentials like travel.
But travel is an essential.
It is to most of us and a lot of us. But nowadays people are looking at their bank account saying, I'd rather hold on to this because who knows what's going to happen.
And also, so we're at the beginning kind of summer, and we are very busy this summer. Like, we are going all over the world, so it'll be interesting to see if they're the same crowds are going to be there, what the restaurants are going to be like.
It's going to be interesting to see if we do go into another recession, what happens. Like in 2007, 2008, when we went into the recession, airlines had a really hard time. Airports were empty, planes were empty. It's going to look like the beginning of COVID again, if that happens.
That was such a weird time. Can we not do that again?
Well, I mean, it won't be that, like, there's not going to be a pandemic around, but the pandemic will be the lack of money that everyone has to travel.
But travel to me is essential.
So that means the rest of the country just has to spend their money because Nikki Noya said travel is essential.
No, because it's just like, you hear it, you can feel it. Everyone's like, I don't know about it. I don't know what's going to happen this summer. So it'll be interesting.
But for those who are wanting to travel, the price of airline tickets are dropping because airlines are not seeing that demand. But then, of course, as they pull out the capacity, then there's less seats to buy. So it'll probably level out somewhere. But for right now, it's not so expensive to travel if you're looking to because of what's happening.
Well, that's good because I'm flying like next week and I haven't gotten my ticket yet. So is this actually the good news that you're saying?
Big surprise. So when are you going to ask me to buy your ticket?
Soon, after we film this.
We'll be back with the Jet Set in just a moment.
Townsend, known as the peaceful side of the Smokies, provides a serene alternative to busier neighboring towns. This charming mountain community offers easy access to outdoor adventures like hiking, biking, tubing, Bobby, my favorite, and scenic drives through Cades Cove.
If you're dreaming of an escape to the Great Smoky Mountains, we've found the perfect spot for your next adventure. Welcome to Little Arrow Outdoor Resort, tucked away in the charming town of Townsend, Tennessee, also known as the peaceful side of the Smokies. Whether you're rolling in with your RV, cozying up in a luxe cabin, or glamping in style under canvas or in a restored Airstream, Little Arrow has an option for every type of traveler.
So you can expect a higher end feel here at Little Arrow Outdoor Resort. We coined that term outdoor resort, so we do have a luxury feel when you come and stay here, which you can see in a variety of ways within your accommodation and here at the resort, including resort-like amenities like a heated pool. We have robes in our accommodations. We have a spa even on site. We definitely offer services, like we can decorate your cabin for you if we know it's going to be your birthday. You can also, we'll go grocery shopping for you if you prefer not to do that when you're here because you are on vacation, so we can do that too.
And when you're at Little Arrow, adventure is right outside your door.
The options are endless. You can go hiking, fishing, fly fishing, tubing, relaxing, and bird watching. There's some wildlife here on the property which you may or may not see depending on how adventurous you want to be. But yeah, those are some really great outdoor activities you can do.
Little Arrow Outdoor Resort is more than just a place to stay. It's where nature meets luxury, where adventure meets relaxation, and where memories are made. So pack your bags and head to the Smokies. Your perfect mountain retreat is waiting.
We've got to take a quick break, everyone, but we've got lots more of the Jet Set coming up in just 60 seconds, which I'm teaching Samantha is also 1 minute.
If you're a sports fan who also loves to travel, why not combine the two? From world-famous stadiums to bucket list events, here are some of the best sports travel destinations worth adding to your itinerary. First up is Boston, Massachusetts, home to the legendary teams like the Red Sox, the Celtics, the Bruins, and the Patriots. Boston is a mecca for sports fans. Catch a game at Fenway Park, the oldest Major League Baseball stadium still in use, and walk the Freedom Trail between the events.
This is the kind of segment that I like a lot because I like sports. I'm a sports fan, as you know. And next,
I heard you're a former athlete, actually.
A little bit. Okay, the next, Bobby, you're going to go to Barcelona, Spain. Soccer fans, this one is for you. Camp Nou, home to FC Barcelona, is one of the largest stadiums in the world and offers an electric atmosphere. They are into it over there. When you're not cheering in the stands, you're going to enjoy tapas, beaches, and Gaudi architecture. That sounds so fun. That's like a perfect day.
That stadium is gigantic.
It's huge and packed to the brim.
The last time I was in Barcelona, there was actually a concert happening there, and you can hear the concert from outside the stadium, and there's everyone just lining the street listening to what was happening inside. Awesome. Okay, so then we can travel down to Melbourne, Australia, also known as it's the sports capital of Australia. Melbourne hosts the Australian Open, the Melbourne Cup, and Formula One Grand Prix. It's also the birthplace of Australian rules football. Sports are practically a lifestyle there.
They're quite sporty down there.
What's from Australia? It's New Zealand. What's this?
All Blacks.
That's
my team.
Right. Okay.
New Zealand. But we'll get into that. Yes, it's my team.
Sorry.
Also on the list, Bobby, it's Green Bay, Wisconsin. For die-hard NFL fans, Lambeau Field is sacred sacred ground. Even in the dead of winter, Packers fans show up in full force, making it one of the most spirited stadiums in the league and the only one owned by the public. It's the People's Stadium.
If I'm not wrong, I think the Jet Set en Espanol went to that stadium.
Oh, they sure did.
Yeah, we didn't get to go, but they did. Interesting. All right, and finally, Tokyo, Japan. Fresh off hosting the Summer Olympics, Tokyo is a hotspot for everything from sumo wrestling and baseball to motorsports. The city blends tradition with innovation, offering sports lovers a one-of-a-kind cultural experience. I haven't been to Tokyo yet.
I have not been to Tokyo, but when we do go, we are going to go see a sumo event. They are absolutely incredible. It's so much fun. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Okay, well, I got excited. Coming up in just 15 seconds, we'll be joined by someone who knows what it takes to perform under pressure and, more importantly, how to rise above. Today, we're joined by someone who knows what it takes to perform under pressure and, more importantly, how to rise above it. Jeff Salzenstein is a former top 100 tennis player.
Let's go.
Look at you, turned leadership speaker, performance coach, and entrepreneur. From the courts of the ATP Tour to the boardrooms and stages where today's leaders gather, Jeff brings a rare mix of elite athletic experience and deep personal insight. Jeff, welcome to the show.
It is an absolute pleasure to be here.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Jeff, take us back to your days as a pro tennis player. What were some of the pressures you faced, and how did they shape the work you do today? This is something that we both have in common, going from the court, now going into our professional life. So tell me more about that.
So let's start in the middle of the story.
Yeah.
It's a second round US Open Friday night match inside Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Oh, I just got chills.
24,000 people, millions watching on TV. And guess who's announcing the match? The bad boy of tennis, John McEnroe. And I'm wearing Johnny Mac's vintage
Awesome.
Air Attack Nike sneakers in his honor. I get out on this court and I'm so freaking nervous. Like, I look calm and cool and collected on the outside, but I am so nervous. And somehow, despite the nerves, I get it to 2-all in the first set when I take my first deep breath.
Really?
So I get it to 5-4, and I'm 1 point away from winning the first set. And I hit this great serve. Cheng's one of the fastest guys in the world. He cannot run the ball down. I win the first set. The crowd goes absolutely crazy, and that's when the match ended.
How so?
The reason the match ended is because the dominant thought in my head, in that moment, I remember it like it was yesterday, is thank God you didn't embarrass yourself tonight.
That was your first thought.
It was my thought throughout. I did not want to embarrass myself in front of millions of people. So it was my limiting thoughts and beliefs. It was the inability to manage the pressure, the anxiety, the stress that I was feeling leading up to the match, during the match. And it was just enough to drop my performance 3 to 5%. Well, when you play number 2 in the world,
You can't drop any percentages.
exactly. So
Yeah.
it's this interesting paradox of like this extraordinary thing that I'm doing. I'm hitting 125 miles an hour serve. People think I'm the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
And I win the first set. I'm the next All-American guy, like coming up on the ranks. And then I lose in 4 sets because deep down at my core, I didn't believe I could beat him.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. What then made you kind of take all of those lessons to become the speaker that you are now?
Yeah. The next day I signed with an agent and I think my career's going like this. And then I go through these terrible injuries. And as soon as I had these career threatening injuries, I went on this quest. I went on this search to understand peak performance. Optimize performance, deal with stress and anxiety, not knowing that 25 years later, a few gray hairs now, 25 years later, I would be teaching all of this stuff to founders, executives, entrepreneurs, getting on stages and helping people own their zones.
Jeff, where can we go for more information about you?
Oh gosh, you can go to jeffsalzenstein.com. It's a great place to go. And you know what? I actually give out my cell phone. And the reason why I do it is because my big why, besides all the things I just shared with you, is that I had a younger brother who's 17 years younger that really struggled with addiction and mental health. And we went on a crazy, windy journey, up and down journey. And sadly, he passed away a couple of years ago from a drug addiction. And he's the reason I get on stages to share this message. And so if I can help one person with their mental or emotional health, I give my cell phone out. So it's 303-882-9028. Text me, call me, whatever. We're going to help you, support you so you can own your zone.
Well, thank you so much. I'm ready to own my zone. We'll be right back with more of the Jet Set still to come. Don't go anywhere. This week, I'm setting sail on an unforgettable adventure, and I'm bringing someone very special along for the ride. That's right, my bestie Lisa has never been on a cruise before, so I thought, what a better way to dive in than one of the most stylish, fun, and fresh cruise lines out there, Virgin Voyages.
Okay.
We have made it, Lisa! You're on the Valiant Lady! We're here! Your first trip! Are you so excited?
I'm so excited and very nervous, but I'm still doing it. And I would never in my wildest dreams go on a cruise if my bestie wasn't taking me and I knew Jürgen, like the expert of all the things cruise.
Yes.
So I just follow your lead semi-blindly
Yes.
and we'll see what happens.
But because this is your first one, like, what is the thing you're probably like most excited about, and then what are you kind of like, I'm a little bit nervous about?
Let's start with nervousness because that's the feeling that comes first. I was thinking about it, and I think the biggest ship I've ever been on is the Staten Island Ferry.
Yeah.
This is nothing like the Staten Island Ferry.
Yeah.
So already off to a good start.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel like you're on a ship. It doesn't stink. It definitely feels much more like a swanky hotel.
Doesn't it?
There's not like, you know, it just doesn't feel like a ship the way that I had in my
your
head.
mind, yeah. Here, there's so many spaces and there's so many places to relax or party or all different kinds of things. So speaking of party, what are you most excited for?
Well, so the one thing I can control is my wardrobe in this new adventure. So I did go a little crazy, and
You totally surprised me.
I am booked and ready to go. Like that I can handle, that I can control.
You are so ready, and I think first we should go get a cocktail to start our Virgin Voyage. What do you say?
Yeah, and it's not going to be a virgin drink.
Okay, okay, let's go. I'll beat you down to the bar. I'll beat you to the bar. Lisa.
Yes.
This is the first of many parties. This is the sail away party.
Okay.
How's it going so far?
I'm sailing away.
Whether you're toasting with new friends or sharing laughs with your crew, Gunbraid brings bold flavors and big energy to every bite. Because nothing brings people together like great food and a little friendly competition.
Okay, Lisa, we are at our first port of call. We're at Turks and Caicos.
Yep.
How do you like the cruise so far?
I mean, it's mind-boggling for so many different reasons. I mean, not only are we on a skyscraper on its side floating in the middle of the ocean, with A is just mind-boggling, but B, it's like so much fun. You can do so many different things. It's way different than I was expecting.
We found spots where it was just you and I.
Yeah.
We could have bestie time, and then if we wanted to like be with everybody and playing games and doing this stuff, we can be with the people, or we can also like find our own bestie time.
You can find from 0 to 100 energy level based on where you want to be on this thing.
So I think to continue this fun, I'm seeing that we grab a drink and then let's take a bestie beach walk and then maybe do a little swim.
Yeah, dip.
Perfect. Okay. We have another sea day, and I have a glorious day planned for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready for anything.
Okay, listen, we both love what? 80s music.
Yes, so much so I'm wearing my Debbie Gibson just in case of emergency.
So they have this awesome class on board called VHS.
Yes.
So we're going to do a workout only to 80s music.
Which is great. We're very coordinated.
We're very coordinated. We're going to have so much fun. And then I thought we could have a bestie day.
I love that idea.
We're going to have a bestie day.
We had a very active day yesterday, so let's have a chillax day before the party begins.
The big night is tonight.
All right, I have my glasses for the 80s workout, but I don't even know if I can keep them on because they might fall off. I'm not very coordinated.
Let's see them on.
The VHS workout class is a nostalgic, high-energy aerobic session inspired by 1980s workout videos featuring instructors dressed in neon attire, leading you through fun fitness routines set to classic 80s music. The Valiant Lady hosts a Chanel boutique offering iconic fragrances and makeup collections. Located on Deck 6, the High Street is the central shopping area on Virgin Voyages ships. Then we headed to my favorite area of the ship, the dock. Located at the aft of the ship, it offers small bites and craft cocktails. Then to end our last night, we headed to Extra Virgin, an elevated Italian trattoria known for its fresh, handmade pasta and stylish, relaxed ambiance.
Bestie, congratulations on your first cruise!
I did it. I did all the things. I did all the things.
And did you have so much fun?
I had such a blast. It was really not what I expected. It was so much fun.
Good. Well, I think that this is maybe the first of many, many cruises to be had for us.
I think that would be nice. I think so.
Cheers.
Love you.
I still can't believe she'd never been on a cruise before.
And she talks about it all the time. We've got to take one final break, but we'll be right back with more of the Jet Set. Don't go anywhere. Okay, everybody, it's time again for your daily dose of travel inspiration on the go, where today, Bobby Robert, we're sending you to enjoy Istanbul, Santorini, and more on an 11-night round-trip sailing from Athens on Virgin Voyages. This sounds so fun. I know I say that every week, but this...
I know someone going on this in September.
Me?
No, not you.
This bucket list trip of a lifetime leaves from Athens. Spend a day at sea on the way to iconic Istanbul for 2 days of endless exploration. Then enjoy another day at sea on the way to Kudadasi, followed by Mykonos, oh I love it, and Rhodes, before arriving on the sultry sands of Santorini. That's the name of my new band. Next, you're gonna spend the day in Chania, Crete, and a final day at sea. Self-care before returning to Athens. Bobby, you never take me anywhere, and my birthday is coming up too. This journey is available now with discount airfare from the US and a $100 onboard credit just for booking by visiting oceanandriversailings.com.
You bring up your birthday like that's something special. My birthday comes before yours. It might just be 24 hours before yours, but it still comes before yours.
We go together and celebrate our birthday.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm just looking for
She's like,
Nikki Cash.
no.